All right, question 8. The following graph shows a curve. It's a transformation of sine of x. So it's telling us it's sine, and then we need to find the period, the amplitude, the vertical shift, the phase shift, and then the equation of the curve. So always start whenever you examine a curve. I like to start by finding the midline. This is asking us what the period is. So I guess we can start from the top. I go maximum to maximum, and I want to find that distance. So if I'm going to 2 pi to 10 pi, I'm going to add 8 to get from each one. So my period is 8. Amplitude. Okay, so now let's find the midline. We're going from 0 to 4. So half of that would be 2. So y equals 2 will be the midline, and the amplitude is the distance from the midline to the top. So that's 1, 2, the amplitude is 2. All right, what is the vertical shift? So think of a sine function. A sine function goes through 0, and we have an amplitude of 2. And look at the vertical shift right now when I add 2. See how I just went up 2? That's my vertical shift. And then what is the phase shift? So notice how that point started at 0, 0, and now it's at 2. It has not gone left to right at all. So there is no phase shift on this one. So let's write our equation. Y equals sine, oops, I forgot the A. A sine of bx minus c plus d. So amplitude is 2, vertical shift is 2. There's no phase shift, so c is going to be 0. To find b, we're going to use the period. So the period, which is 8, equals 2 pi over b. So let's solve for b. If the 8, 2 pi, and I'm going to make b positive because we have a positive slope if we're going left to right. We're leading with a positive slope. So times both sides by b. So I have b times 8 equals 2 pi. To get b by itself, we divide by 8. 2 over 8 reduces to 1/4, so pi force will be our b. Pi force. Okay, so let's put this in. Our period was 8, our amplitude was 2, our vertical shift was 2. We didn't have a phase shift. So y equals 2 sine of pi force x plus 2. Uh-oh. Oh, I forgot the pi on our period. There we go. And that's going to change that. So it's just 1/4. Okay. So what happened on that? I'm going to just show you my mistake just in case you make it too. So I went from 2 to 10. I forgot the pi. Okay. So I would take 10 pi minus 2 pi. There's still a pi in my period. So right here, when I'm solving, that should have been 8 pi, 8 pi, 8 pi, 8 pi. The pi's cancel out. Then I'm left with 2 over 8, or just 1/4. So b is 1/4. I added in the pi because I didn't have it initially in the period. So my mistake, I wanted you to see that mistake just in case you forget the pi when you're solving for the period.